Trust people when they show you who they really are right from the beginning. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nasra Hassan and this is Real Life Perspective. But before we dive into today's conversation, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly do so. Kindly support my YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe and make sure you also like my videos and share them so that many people can benefit from the message. Stop forcing people to love you. Stop forcing people to accept you. Stop forcing people to involve you in their plans, in their conversations, in their projects. Don't yearn for love and affection to the extent that you have to forget about yourself. Energy doesn't lie. Believe people when they show you who they really are. If someone really loves you, you wouldn't be confused. You wouldn't be wondering. You wouldn't even be trying hard if you really do matter to them. Because something like love or affection, these are things that are automatic. If someone really likes you, you wouldn't even be asking questions. Do they love me or not? You wouldn't be wondering. The mere fact that you are wondering, the mere fact that you are confused, shows that you don't really matter to this person in the first place, and you really have to do yourself a favor and find your place, find your position in people's lives. They know exactly what they are doing. They know the game that they are trying to play. They are pretty much aware that they didn't invite you to that wedding. They didn't invite you to that introduction. And it is not like they don't know. They know everything and they are aware. They know what they are doing. They know that they didn't invite you and they know that they didn't want you to be there. And all this was done out of proportion. They did it on purpose. It is not your responsibility to start thinking on their behalf. It is not your responsibility to start thinking, maybe they forgot, maybe. No, there's nothing like maybe they forgot. They did it out of proportion. And it is because they don't want you there. You get it? It's not for you to start finding out why they didn't invite you. They didn't invite you simply because they didn't want you to be there. Period. They didn't involve you in their plans simply because they didn't want you to know about it. It's not like they didn't have your contacts. It's not like they have no access to you. They know exactly how to find you, where to find you. They have a full access. If they really want to get you, if they really want you to know, if they really want you to be part of their plans or their lives, they can easily access you. They have your contacts. They can view your status or your stories. You can view their stories. So when you view their stories or their status and you find that they organize their activities and you are not involved, you have to make yourself a favor and stop congratulating. So what are you trying to congratulate for? This is going to show that you desperately need information. Yet it is not good for you. It is not good for your sanity. So you have to keep quiet. You have to make sure you just stay in your lane. And this is something that you have to accept and don't take it personal. Sometimes when people show you their position, it helps you to know your position in people's lives. It helps you to find your lane and know where to stay. This does not mean necessarily that you are enemies. This is not something that you should take personal. This simply means you had placed them where they are not supposed to be. And this is going to help you to know where they belong and also to know where you belong in their lives, and to also place people accordingly, because there are certain people that you will consider friends or even best friends, yet to them you are just an option. So when they show you your position in their lives, this is going to help you to know that they weren't actually friends as much as you expected, and it will also help you to lower your expectations toward them. It's going to help you to know that this is not exactly my enemy, but they are not my friends as such. It's going to help you to know who they really are and what you really do represent in their life. So it is not something to take personal. It is not something that means that they should be your enemy. Don't get involved, especially if they didn't involve you. You have to know where your lane is and you stay in your lane. You have to find the people that love and accept you for who you are, and the people who are not going to make you work so hard in order to gain their love and affection. Because love and affection, these are free things. Love is free, affection is free. If you have to work hard in order to gain love and affection, then it is not worth it. Love is not worth fighting for. Love is not worth working hard for. Love is free. And if you cannot be given love freely and you have to work hard in order to gain love and or affection, this is not going to end well, and it's not going to be good for your sanity. It's not going to be good for your mental health. So you have to make sure you find your tribe. Find the people who will accept you for who you are. Find the people whom you are not going to work hard to gain their love or their affection. And also the people who reason like you. Maybe sometimes we try so hard to fit in people's lives, yet maybe we are not meant to be friends. Not everyone is meant to be your friend. There are certain relationships that are meant to be just to a certain extent and not to be taken further. Maybe you are trying so hard to fit in their lives, to be their girlfriends or boyfriends, and maybe you are not their type, and maybe you are not like-minded people, and maybe you don't reason together, and this will be a problem. When you try so hard to fit in people's lives, it always doesn't end well, and it is not always good for one's mental health. There's always a problem. As I've said, energy doesn't lie, and in any kind of relationship, if you really don't feel safe around certain people, this is the sign that these people are not good for you. These people are not good for your sanity. You are not meant to be a thing with these people. Maybe you are just meant to be acquaintance, and that's all. You have to know your position in people's lives, and also you have to know to place people accordingly, and you have to learn to let go. Sometimes it is hard to let go, but it's worth it. Instead of trying so hard to fit in, instead of trying so hard to be part of some people's lives, and maybe you are not meant to be in their lives, and maybe you don't reason together, you must learn to let go. And you are not everyone's cup of tea, and not everyone is your cup of tea. And this is all I had for you today. I hope this information has helped you in one way or another. If so, kindly give it a thumb up, and do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. From Real Life Perspective, I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, it's a wrap. My name is Nasra Hassan. Bye, and stay blessed.